And welcome back to Spider-Man 2018.
Spider-Man!
I want pictures of Spider-Man!
I realize now it's going to be a running gag, or probably an annoying running gag, where I don't know how to do a proper intro. Mm-hmm. So you're just saying, welcome back to Spider-Man, and then just me in the back, Spider-Man! Just yelling as loud as I can. It's like, God, that guy's stupid. We really we kind of specified I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
You're just commentating.
Yeah, you mentioned it, because you literally said I was explaining focus while you were playing, like, word for word there.
Yeah.
So
I can actually start talking now, because this doesn't really involve much gameplay. So, you level up, and you can get skill points. And, of course, you have skills that you can buy with those points that can offer up new abilities, new ways to take out enemies, and new modifications to existing moves and such like that as well. Mm-hmm. So we can get our very first ability here. And, of course, as you can see, there are 3 different skill trees you can go into: Innovator, Defender, and Web Slinger. Yes. Each one specializes in their own unique tactics. Yeah, Defender is pretty self-explanatory. That's like your dodges, your focus recoveries, your whenever it comes to just trying to maintain your ability to Spider-Man.
Also just staying alive.
Yeah.
Web Slinger is more so for mobility.
Web Slinger is for mobility. It also helps with some combat aspects, like there's the swing kick. That's just a really good ability. Mm-hmm. And then Innovator evolves a lot more oddball stuff, I guess to say, but it involves some cool stuff like disarming enemies and interacting with the environment in more interesting ways. It also helps a lot whenever it comes to
special types of enemies as well.
Yeah, special enemies, it makes them a lot easier if you go in the Innovator
because
skill tree.
If you scroll down to the Wrecking Ball there on the bottom left, that lets you web up heavier enemies, but now you can web sling them, which is the first ability you get in this skill tree. This was the first one I got, was being able to sling webbed up enemies.
Yes.
Because I love webbing up enemies, because, you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, and it gives you a lot more potential whenever it comes to using environmental objects, because usually you just throw environment objects, but you could throw people now, so that kind of helps.
Yeah, that is also it's also much quicker.
Yeah. Defender, the first skill you get is Perfect Dodge, which a Perfect Dodge will net you a little bit of slow motion, so you can kind of see what's going on in your surroundings. It generates more focus for healing or for takedowns. But probably one of the better aspects of a Perfect Dodge is you also automatically web shoot the person in the face that tried to attack you, which gives you a couple of seconds of reprieve of that one particular enemy because they get stunned, which is pretty helpful.
It just gives you more breathing room.
Yes. But me personally, I love the web swing, or swing kick.
Web swing?
Web swing, yeah. The swing kick is my favorite because it does really good damage, and it's also a really good combo finisher for aerial combat, which this game focuses on a lot. Or at least I focus on a lot because I feel like it's one of the more effective types of combat in the game.
It's also just really helpful in general because if you take out a regular enemy with your normal air attacks, you can go into a web swing and catch another enemy in the air.
Yeah.
Which is very helpful.
You could also kick enemies off of the roofs of buildings, which, if you're in a higher place, which that does happen a good chunk of the time in this game, it's just an instant takedown, so that's pretty good. Yep. So,
Web Slinger's our first one. Or
swing kick.
Swing kick.
And then we can go over here to our movesets. You got basic attack, basic combo, web strike, yank enemies. Most of this was covered in the tutorial. More things will be added on to this as time goes on.
Yes,
whenever it comes to the more abilities you unlock. But for now, we just have the basic kit, along with the swing kick, of course, that we just got.
This is a great way to keep track of all your moves. If you forget how something works, or you get a new ability and you're like, oh yeah, I haven't used that yet, how do I do this? You can just come back here and you figure it out. It's very helpful.
Yes.
I love that this game has this.
So, we'll go into more of this stuff later. Of course, there's a map. You got this go tree again. The missions, which that will be trackers for your side quests and such like that. Characters, this is where you get your bios for your characters, like in the Arkham games, of course. Also, in Arkham, you could get a couple of characters in your bios that weren't even present in that game, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah, can you hit X, actually? Does it show their debut? Like, when you read a bio?
It doesn't. No.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that'd be cool, though.
I never looked I hadn't looked through the bios yet. I really liked that about Batman, as you can see when they debuted.
Yeah.
Oh, God, excuse me. You can see when they debuted in the franchise. I kind of like that for this game.
Also, I really enjoy how Yuri's alias is Best Bud.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then there's aliases for Spider-Man. Fairly neighborhood Spider-Man, Webhead, Webslinger, or Tiger, which I don't really get that last one.
That's MJ's nickname for him.
Ah, man, I'm stupid.
It's a go-get-'em Tiger
Oh,
nickname.
Yeah.
It's just something she calls him. every once in a while.
And then there's the DLCs, which we'll get into those another time. But
When Nathan's actually played them.
yeah, I have not played them yet.
Ironic.
As much as I love this game, I have not played the DLCs yet.
Hey, money gets tight, and
Yeah.
you know sometimes you just want to play other things. The only reason I have them is because again I bought the Game of the Year edition. So
Zip point move and launch.
beautiful,
Ah, man.
very helpful mobility.
Parker, where are you? The committee will be here soon. We need to run an equipment check.
I'm almost there. Blocks away.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, don't. It's not safe.
Dang it!
You could die.
No, Mr. Boss
I don't have
Man.
Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it
But
gets
something
him
we
into
did
trouble.
off screen,
Better get there
just so
before
we
he
can
hurts
mention this.
himself.
For anyone watching this who has played this game before, you're going to notice that the QTEs are now gone. Nathan turned those off.
Yes, I did.
In the accessibility options, there is an autocomplete QTE, which is something I think both of us can recommend you turn on. It just makes the game more enjoyable because QTEs are fine, but they are a very dated concept.
Yeah,
even
they're a
when this game
little
came out.
Intrusive, I think is the term.
Yeah, a little cumbersome, I'd say. Intrusive is probably the better word, but I think that's what I called them when we were talking about it last week.
And
Yeah, it is. It's not like it's offensive or anything, or it's a big deal. There's just no reason for them to be there. They just serve as a pace breaker.
Yeah. And now, speaking of, well, not pace breaker, a pace changer, we went from high octane, taking down Wilson Fisk to going to our day job, because after all, we do need money.
I mean, yeah.
We definitely need money because we got evicted this morning. Not evicted, but our rent is overdue.
I mean, those bills don't lie.
I'm sorry I'm late.
They ain't gonna pay themselves.
That's ominous.
This is very ominous.
Yeah, I wonder who this is, eh?
You started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon.
I mean, if you know nothing about Spider-Man, you have no idea what's going on here. But
Yeah.
It's fine.
if you even know a
Parker.
little
I
bit about
invented this equipment.
Spider-Man,
I think I
this
can
is
handle
very
it.
obvious.
Yeah. With the color scheme and
The name.
The name. Yeah, you'll hear his name in a minute.
Power damper.
So Peter's day job is he's a scientist.
maybe we should
He's
abort.
a assistant
Not yet.
for prosthetics, like robotic prosthetics. Was it?
Yeah. Well, it's not 100% what they do, but that's their project at the moment.
Because like they never really go too into detail of what exactly it is, but it's some kind of like prosthetic project. Because they have someone like, for example, I'm jumping the gun a bit, but they have someone missing an arm, and they're like trying to get him to use a prosthetic arm, and it works like it was a real thing, the real thing.
Yeah. Also, this lab and all the research is public funded, so we're gonna have to show them our research is fruitful, or we're gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure
neither
in
do
the
you.
Next phase.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
God, look at that! Do you see that guy in the background? He had like a face of
Very
I am
dialogue,
so done with this already.
It's like, God, this is where my tax dollars are going.
Oh man, this fat man and his stupid little harness. That's where all my tax dollars are going.
And Andrew Garfield.
How could the dampener have failed?
The
I know
damn.
Doc said take the day off, but I have to figure out what went wrong. You are in bad shape, little guy.
Wicca, wicca, wicca.
Good old science mumbo jumbo.
Wicca, wicca, wicca.
Let's see what's wrong.
Be one hell of a DJ at least.
My other job.
My other job, more job.
So who's ready for some mini games?
Puzzles. You can drop the puzzles as well, actually, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna actually show every portion of the game.
Yeah.
If I had been here to do the
These aren't
quiz, I
super
could have
complex, to be honest, but
The music's really nice too.
it is. It's very soothing, I guess, if I had to describe it. For some reason, it gives me like very Breath of the Wild type of feel. You know what I mean? Like
The soft piano and all that. Yeah, I got it. I
Yeah.
got you. Reminds me of another game, but I can't remember what
Okay,
it was.
need to reroute servo control.
Actually, I need a
go
different
right,
piece.
yeah.
Yeah.
Admittedly, some of these get a little more complicated as we go along, but I'm not gonna lie, like these do throw me off every once in a while.
Yeah.
They're definitely not as simple as you would initially think. You gotta use your, yeah.
Yeah, and then you gotta use this one over here. And then, hoop.
Nice. Okay, what next?
Nice!
Now rebalance the voltage.
Nice! Ah, Gears of War. Voltage, voltage, voltage.
Yeah, there you go. Man, I wish electricity was easy, this easy in real life.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It's kind of like how Resident Evil has like the simplest chemistry you've ever seen in your entire life.
Oh, yeah, dude. Chemistry. Oh my god, chemistry.
See if that
We're not gonna talk about chemistry here right now.
We're definitely not going to talk about chemistry because I have no idea how it works.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
now it could be a sweet DJ and raise the roof.
Pump up the jam.
Pump it up. I'm mature. I'm sorry.
I like how the controller doesn't even
materials
move
for the
on the table.
He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
Who's that?
I believe that
We've
is
got
our
samples
volunteer.
of every type of prosthetic in existence.
We'll see him later in the game. That's the guy I was talking about with the missing arm.
Excuse me.
Now, there are some optional puzzles you can do, that circuit
Thank you again for
minigame.
doing these blind
That'll give you some
reviews.
bonus XP,
Peer review
among
is
other
the
things.
backbone of great science. You know, as we've prepped for the upcoming fitting, I felt an itch in the back of my brain. Is this really the best method of limb
Guess he had a
replacement?
brain scratch.
Silly, I know, but I keep thinking, might there be another way?
I know substance. Ah!
He's testing a new contact
Oh, God,
material for
no.
the prosthetic.
What if it scanned his fingers and picked up his web shooters on his hands, like the web residue is like unknown substance, and he gets in trouble?
It's like,
It paints a really bad image in Ock's brain.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, Peter, why is the keyboard all sticky?
No reason.
Hydrogel polymer composite.
I could see
So,
Peter
there's a
being
lot
that
of
guy.
ingredients.
Is like, I
Never
can't,
tell Doc
you know,
to
you gotta
keep
protect
looking
your
for
secret
other
identity.
materials.
So he just blatantly just goes, yeah, I was watching inappropriate videos.
Yeah, I was just, I'm...
Sorry,
I-
Doc.
All right.
I,
Get out of here before I screw things up
discharge,
for
you
Doc
know.
even more.
Yeah, I do.
Spider-Man!
I do enjoy the little bits. The Doc Ock and Peter's relationship is really nice. That was something Insomniac really wanted to do when they chose Spider-Man, because Marvel pretty much walked up to Insomniac and they were like, "Hey, you can do whatever character you wish," and they went with Spider-Man for a multitude of reasons. Besides him being probably one of the most relatable characters in the Marvel universe, but
Spider-Man.
they wanted to make this just
make
as
it to
much
Rikers
Peter's
yet?
story as it was Spider-Man's, and I think they did a really good job from what I've seen of the game so far.
Treatment. He's in the raft.
Ah, joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's a steamed company.
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
For you, Yuri, anything. I'm on my way.
For you, myself, anything. Yeah, I brought that up at one point. How weird do you think it was for Yuri
Looks like
Lowenthal
Jameson's got a
to
new
talk to someone else
episode
named
out.
Yuri?
Wonder what
Yeah, I
my
know,
number one
it-
fan thinks about the Fisk takedown.
It's basically like you're talking to yourself in a way. I imagine it was very confusing.
Triple
maybe,
J.
Or maybe he's just a fantastic actor and he turns that part of his brain off. I don't know.
Two-time Pulitzer Prize.
Former publisher of the Daily Bugle.
Also,
And
I could never imagine anyone else but J.K. Simmons being J. Jonah Jameson. I'm so glad they got him for this role.
You'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations. Don't ask. Not gonna get it. Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
That's such a New York accent, by the way.
Yeah. You gotta give it to Spider-Man for taking down Wilson Fisk. Them go get a pie.
Hey, chop a job like me.
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up. Let me explain something to you about crime.
Shut up!
This one goes down every punk
Do you want to die here?
drawer full of gold chains.
Mark!
Like
Think, Mark!
Think, Mark. Spider-Man is a menace to this society.
I need those pictures. Yeah, I agree. J.K. Simmons is amazing. I didn't notice it was him at first.
Now that you quit
smoking, yeah, he's
what do you
great.
Tell people when
Oh,
you
yeah.
come up here.
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Till an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. We'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled, and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me.
Trust you enough.
So was that nicotine
look at
gum
this
she was
tower.
chewing? Because he
Input
made
bands
he
have been
poked fun of
shifted
her
to
being a
the side.
former smoker, or is it just gum?
It might have been nicotine gum. Doesn't really say.
I assume it was nicotine gum because it was a weird looking package.
Yeah, it might be.
Then again, this is a video game. Things are always weird
We just
looking,
had a
like
tower
everyday
come back
items for
online.
some
Was
reason.
that you?
Yeah.
Not just a pretty mask, huh?
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
Yeah, I think your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man's got it covered.
Do it.
So, I've heard someone describe this as Ubisoftification of free roam games, where you have these towers to find. Because apparently, like, I
sure
can't
these
speak from
guys didn't
experience per
forget their
se, but
keys.
Ubisoft does that a lot. Have towers to reveal the map.
Yeah, most of their games do. Also, real quick, I just mention this guy in like that red sweatsuit, right?
Yeah.
He's like standing in front of his one buddy that's like prying open the door. Is he trying to make this look less or more inconspicuous? Also, he's switching sides because his buddy didn't do it right. But is the point to like hide them because they have like a whole other group?
They
of
have a whole
dudes,
squad.
like just
Why is he
posted up,
looking
and they're
out?
all
Yeah.
in ski masks.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not like it really does anything. Like he's trying to look super casual to his hand on his hips, like,
Well,
there's nothing happening behind
they're
me.
small-time thugs. They ain't got brains.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, melee weapons. So the best way to deal with melee weapons is to slide them behind them, or
Give him an air launch. There you
air
go.
launch.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Web swing.
I don't know why, I find it funny that the game decided to give, like in the intro, there were enemies that had guns. So they decided to give enemies with guns first before they did enemies with just melee weapons.
Well,
Intriguing option there.
I guess because of how the game's designed, they're technically just as simple as enemies that have no weapon, but it is weird.
Yeah. Hoop. And into the wall!
Oh,
Oh.
that ain't good.
That was kind of awkward there at the end.
Not as majestic as he usually is, but he got the job done.
Okay,
Yeah, it
wrapped
works.
up.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri. Your favorite tough but lovable, grizzled, seen-too-much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that
Spider Cop.
Please, no.
I love Spider Cow.
Spider Cop! Also, there's an ability you can get later on in the game that I already kind of miss as well, the super jump.
Oh yeah, if you time it exactly when you hit the point launch, he'll go super far. when
Oh,
he
yeah. And there's
jumps.
also, if you hold down X and release it, then you
Oh yeah,
just go
he can,
super high.
Yeah, he can super jump from a standstill.
Yeah.
Keep it quiet, lady.
Get away from her.
Hey, what's up, guys?
That's the last thing that man heard before his face hit the asphalt.
That's a big dude, by the way.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about last part, is that
Yeah,
these
Wilson
guys are
Filson
basically...
Whisk.
This is basically what Wilson Fisk prepares you for, is these big guys. Because going toe-to-toe with them directly is going to get you punched in the face.
Yeah, it don't work too well.
Oh, that was nice! You stuck
Oh, I
him
didn't whip up enough.
You stuck him to that awning there. Oh! Is that a payphone?
It is New York. They don't have enough money to change all the infrastructure now, do they?
I don't know. Yoink.
Also, another good ability you can get later on is screw that guy, I guess. Another ability you can get later on is pretty good is the that one ability where if you have 2 focus meters, you can take down heavy guys with instant takedowns.
Oh yeah, I think I don't think you need to pay skill points for that. I think you just unlock that from leveling up enough. I think it's like a natural upgrade. Because you get more focus bars. Your health also
All
goes
clear,
up
ma'am.
in general stats.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a little weird, but you got a good heart.
Have you got
Ouch.
somewhere to go?
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city, hands down.
Mom used to make those. Haven't had any
I love me some wheat cakes.
in a long time. I'll check it out. Thanks, Spider Guy.
It's Spider.
Spider-Man.
Oh, well. Should be able to
Oh.
spot the next tower from up there.
Another thing about this game I love is how just how nice Spider-Man is to the people.
Oh yeah, he's a cool dude,
That's
just
great.
all around.
From his elevated position, Spider Cop spies his destination. A second survey.
His eventual elevated position.
Are you narrating yourself?
What? No, of course not.
Forgot to mute.
Spider Cop thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
And then you just go like this, and you go whoop.
I love that.
I
And
can
then-
modify these towers to track more than just crimes.
I had there for a second. Come on.
It's so particular.
Yeah, gotta get the right wavelength and frequency.
Yeah. There we go.
Backpack.
Score. Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby. What is that?
Backpack, 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 backpack. Oop. Hello.
There you go.
Wow. One of my old backpacks from high school. Forgot I attached tracking dots to these.
Okay, so Spider-Man question. From
how
what
many
I've
of these are
heard,
scattered around the city?
Spider-Man's webbing only lasts for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
He says that backpack is from high school.
I mean, there's got to be a version of
How?
the webbing that lasts longer, right?
I guess depending on the type of mythos,
Menu from my first real date with MJ.
but
Wish I could have
It's just-
afforded someplace
I don't know.
fancier. But she didn't seem to mind.
Also, Spider-Man just straight up took a menu.
Yeah.
Like, for the keepsake, he just took it and just shoved it in his back pocket. It's like,
I mean,
okay,
he's-
or whatever, Spider-Man.
he's probably surprised he landed a girl at all. So I
Still
mean, I
there?
get it.
Got a
Yeah.
robbery a few blocks away.
Spider Cop's on it. Part man, part spider, all cop.
Oh, God.
she pulls out another cigarette.
It's like, I saw you stop smoking. It's like, well, you made me do it again.
Spider Cop drove me to have a relapse. Whee!
I love doing this, by the way. Just, yeah, gentlemen.
Yeah, common crimes are going to be all over the place, and these are part of 100%
Hey,
completion.
fellas.
Which, Nathan, I believe you are going for everything in this game, pretty much.
Spider-Man!
I'll take that as yes.
I was, oh, what?
I was talking. Is this a 100% run?
Yes.
Okay.
Screw the achievements, but yes, 100%. But
No one ever considers achievements 100%.
ah,
Yeah, we're going for absolutely everything in this game. Yeah, we're doing all the crimes in progress, getting all the backpacks, doing everything,
that's a good point, Spider-Man.
including the DLC at some point.
Yeah, at some point in the future.
We'll get to it.
Anyone? Oh, hey, you. Bonk.
Ow!
You good?
God.
Now you dead. I'll see you guys later.
Spread
We're
eagle.
the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little thinking, Yuri. Policing's a young man's game, and Spider Cop, well, he's no spring chicken.
Please be going where I think you're going.
As of today, Spider Cop is officially retired.
Oh, thank God. I need a drink.
We'll all drink tonight, Yuri. Drink to the memory of Spider Cop's tireless... Yuri? Yuri, you there?
Yeah. Hello? Please?
She hung up on him.
I'm so lonely.
Please, Yuri, don't leave me. Everyone else has.
Oh, please, Harry. Harry left for Europe. and hasn't come back yet. MJ doesn't want to talk to me ever
I
again.
have people taking pictures of my 3
Uncle
chest
Ben's
plates.
dead.
Uncle Ben's dead.
Tools I need for suit repair at the lab. Wonder if Dr. Octavius is left for that.
Aunt May's, working at a charity center and thinks I'm just a bum.
She's already got a foot in the grave and another on the banana peel, Yuri. It's not long.
It's
It's not long for this world.
It's not good.
I'm so sorry I screwed things up.
Not at all, Peter. They're just nervous in the face of imminent triumph. They'll calm down. They always do.
They're just nervous in the face of science.
No, I'm stepping out for dinner anyhow. We'll resume tomorrow. Short break, then back to creating the future.
Also, I wish I worked for Dr. Octavius. That would be so cool. He's so nice.
That man's optimism. Sounds like he's left the lab for the day. Good time to work on my suit in private.
I think you're just wishing you had Spider-Man's life, which
I
mean,
wish
who
I was
doesn't?
Spider-Man.
I wish I was Spider-Man too. Yeah, this is a weird thing to bring up, but about Spider-Man. So I had to do one of those like thread things for English class, and we had to compare ourselves to a fictional, not just a fictional character, maybe a famous character, or just somebody. Compare and contrast ourselves to something or someone. And we could choose fictional characters. I chose Spider-Man.
Spider-Man!
I was like, yeah, I make jokes at inappropriate times. I like to help people when I can, and I'm kind of a goody two shoes, kind of a dork. I haven't gotten any feedback on it yet, but
Is this backpack at? Is it lower?
hit the right stick.
There
Over
it is. Oh.
2 ways you can, if you don't, for whatever reason, you don't want to use the right stick to find a backpack, you can
Funny.
listen for
Fear
the
heights
chime
didn't
of
go
the
away when I
tracker.
got my powers. Had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that.
Yeah. And you can get to the top of the Empire State in this game whenever you feel like it. And I'll probably do that eventually, because that's just fun to do in this game.
A good chunk of the landmarks from New
cowards
York,
assault
like
that
in
helpless
actual
person
New
like
York
that.
City, is in this game, which is amazing.
You wanna fight?
What's up, boys?
Lucky day.
You going for the objectives?
No!
He's knocked out.
Oh, he's dead. Or knocked out.
Knocked out.
Knocked out. What's the objective? They disappear.
Hit the right stick, you can see it again. Get a combo of 10 and throw 3 objects at enemies. So anything you can grab and throw.
Bonk.
Which you may have screwed up here.
There's really nothing to throw here. Because I didn't get the thing where I could throw people.
It has to be objects. The game knows the difference. Oh, you got shot.
Hello.
Yeah, that's the last one over there.
Ah, well.
You're gonna web the woman. He's like, stay back!
Realize the irony
Stay
of
back!
saying this.
I'm
I
armed!
hope you've learned not to
With
hit
webs!
people.
The bonus objectives are something I believe you have to do for 100% completion, but they also, not only that, they also give you extra crime tokens. And the tokens, they do serve a purpose. There's a lot of different types in the game. We can get into it now. They basically allow you to unlock extra things that we'll see along the journey.
Yeah. We'll get into what tokens are achieved from what whenever that comes up. But
Yeah. Because we really can't craft anything at the moment.
no, not really worth anything.
And don't worry, it's not like crafting in like MMOs or RPGs in general. It's very simple. Just get enough tokens of this type and then hold the X button and there you go, you crafted something. It's a very simple system, thankfully. I'd say the most complicated this game ever gets is with the combat. Everything else after that is pretty easy to understand.
Simplistic game all around.
Yeah. Which is good. A game about Spider-Man does not need to be super complicated. And that's a design mentality I'm hoping dies within the next couple years. Is like, not every game has to be super freaking in-depth and over-complicated. There's nothing wrong with complexity, but sometimes, like, games don't need it, you know? Like, Mario does not need to be more... Super Mario Bros. Does not need to be
like Doc's gone
Final
for the night.
Fantasy XIV MMO
Time to
levels
sneak
of
in some
complicated
spider
and
work. We're trying
kinds of
to
different
improve the
stats and stuff you need
prosthetics
to keep in your
hardware.
head.
I should review what Doc's been developing and double check his work.
So you can do more of these little side things here for extra points, because like as you can see down here, shut up. There's
Yeah,
research
there's
points. You can do you get a bonus for completing all of them, and not all of them are available. And we probably won't do these now because we don't have all of them. We'll probably just do them at one point. We have all of them for the research tokens, but just jump there.
Oh, you could do them now. I don't
We
care.
really need
I
to
did,
get
I
better
did them
about
as soon as they
organizing
became
our
available.
workspace.
But
The grant review was a debacle, yes, but it may also prove to be the inspiration I need. We can no longer simply meet the committee's expectations. We must exceed them.
Yes. Blow their socks off, as it were.
That is not a
Doc's
bad
made
idea to
huge
have.
breakthroughs his whole career, but he's always been upstaged. Usually by Oscorp. This time, it's going to be different.
I'm on the cover of a magazine.
He doesn't look super excited about it, but yeah,
he
he's
doesn't.
there.
He does not.
Oh yeah, Oscorp. His name's been thrown out a little bit. Good old Harry Osborn.
Willem
Parker,
Dafoe.
Okay,
Dr.
Willem Dafoe.
Octavius, what you got there?
Oh hey, what's up, Doc? I thought you'd be gone for a little longer.
What are you working on? Oh, just a side project.
That looks a whole lot like Spider-Man's suit.
It's you.
Oh my God, you're Captain America.
I don't know what
Come on, Parker, it's obvious.
Let me explain.
I only wish you told me sooner.
I wanted to, but I was afraid that if word got out, my family might be in danger.
Huh. Yes. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I don't know if I honestly.
I'll leave you to it.
I have not completed the story yet. I don't know if I buy it that he thinks that. I think he knows. I think he's playing dumb for Peter's sake. Again, I haven't beat the game, but that's just my assumption right now.
Yeah, I kind of thought that too at first when I played the game. I get where that comes from.
Check your email.
Check your email.
Also, I really did just fall asleep on the couch in the lab. Which also, a pretty sweet lab to have, you know, a couch in it.
Doc fires me.
Yeah,
Peter,
for using my equipment to help
Revelation
Spider-Man, I'm gonna take the shit
Spider-Man
out of you.
suit crafter. Is that the right term? Is a reminder of the good man and partner you are. No matter how hard you work, you still find time to help others. I hope you don't mind, but I noticed the suit was a bit damaged, and I took the liberty of sketching up some of my own improvements. Attached are a few ideas I had on how you could enhance his suit and help protect Spider-Man, who does so much for this city. Looking forward to the incredible work that we're doing and changing the world together. Your partner and friend, Otto.
It says O.
It does say O.
Not Otto.
Anyway, but but thank you though. You know, Dr. Octavius is super cool in this game. I love him to death.
Oh yeah, his characterization is fantastic. Now, all right, here we go. Here's where we get into crafting.
So I craft the advanced suit. As you can see, this is the suit that's on the cover of the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is his original design for this game.
Yeah. And as you can see, it doesn't really tell you much about it because I probably skipped through it. But on the right there, the requirements and the cost for the suit is linked to backpacks and crime tokens.
Yep.
So there's gonna be a lot more things that you have to do later on in the game to get more different types of tokens, and those are what's required to craft some of these suits. So I just hold action to buy it, and now we have this suit.
And for example, like research tokens, for example, that we mentioned earlier, will be used for later suits. So it gets more complex. So just more so different kinds of tokens and higher requirements of those specific tokens.
Yes. So each suit comes with a suit power. And the cool thing is, I'll probably mention in a second, but
extra suit
mods stuff. Okay, I'll just skip all this and explain it in a second, as soon as you get through this thing. But anyway, each suit comes with a suit power, but it's not bound to the suit itself. As long as you unlock the suit, you get the power, and you can mix and match the powers and suits however you like, which is really good.
It is very good because there's some really good powers, but they're on suits I don't really like. Suit mods really just come down to passive abilities. They're not anything too spectacular. Most of them are honestly kind of meh, but there are a couple in particular I really enjoy. For one, for example, is just give you more XP, which is really good.
Also,
this scene's really good.
It's a really good scene, and I've heard a lot of people actually complain about this spider suit, but I gotta say, I actually really like it. I think it looks super cool, but I don't know, I guess it's a subjective thing after all.
I think it's okay. It's not like I love the suit, but I don't hate it. It's just okay to me. It's not even the white spider. I'm fine with the white on the suit. It's more so I just don't like the washed out red and blue. Especially
they're not as bright.
It's very washed out. For example, if we go back to the suit menu real quick and just do a quick comparison to the classic suits that you can now craft. You can, in case you prefer that. You see how vibrant and...
It's a very dark red.
It's hard to tell on the damaged one because there's dust all over it, but like if you look at the advanced suit...
There's also the repaired version of it.
Yes, which has a really good ability.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get this as soon as possible because Web Blossom's my favorite ability in the game, bar none.
But like going back to the advanced suit, which you have equipped right now, it almost looks orange. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. It's a fine suit. Insomniac did a good job. I just don't. I'm just picky.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the padded knuckles though.
Yeah,
and like nice. With the and like the white
spider and the white lines around him.
Yeah, and also God, what I'm trying not details. I'm trying to think of
decals or
it comes to me, but the little white pieces of like his shoes and stuff that make it pop a little bit more. I think is really cool.
His footy pajamas.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, footy pajamas. But yeah, we definitely unlock this suit soon. And also, I love the Noir suit. He's got a gun, first of all. But I don't really like the suit power for Noir, but I really like the suit itself because I always thought Spider-Man Noir was just a cool character concept to me.
Yeah, it's just a really good looking suit.
And down here, you could also get
special suit for which one is it? Oh, find all the backpacks.
Yeah. But if you could tell by that hoodie, it is a pretty cobbled together suit. We'll see it later.
There we go.
We can
the free ones.
These are ones that came within free updates, which is super cool. So
first things suits.
So first things first, you got my childhood here, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit, which I love this suit. The death is so good. Then down here, this is the Andrew Garfield one, isn't it?
Yes, this is the Amazing Spider-Man. Hence Amazing Suit.
Yeah, this is Andrew Garfield's suit. Then you got the stealth suit, which I'm not really familiar with this one. Actually.
It's from the comics.
Yeah,
I don't think it's from the MCU. The next one is.
This is the Stark. Okay, this is a Stark suit, isn't it?
No, the Stark suit is the one with the blue, the one you get the Spider Bro.
Oh, I know.
This is the same as the Stark suit, but this is from I believe the second Spider-Man MCU film, Far From Home.
I mean, I wasn't saying it was the Stark suit. It's like it's a one designed by Tony Stark.
This is Tom Holland's second movie suit. That's all it is.
See, this is I don't know this one. This is probably from another comic that I don't know that much. It hurts my eyes though. I don't like it much.
I like the bug eyes.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Very bug-eyed.
I like the Fantastic Four suit, just because it calls back to Spider-Man's roots.
I think this is what he looked like before he was revealed to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
When he debuted, I think. Don't quote me on that, but it is a very funny reference.
And you have this is definitely some kind of comic book reference because I don't know what the hell.
This is a reference to Kamen Rider, I believe.
And then you have the armored advanced suit.
Now I like this. This is really nice.
It's a nice looking suit. I do like that one. A good chunk.
So which suit will we be sticking with for next part? Because we're going to call it a part here.
We're going to call it a part here?
What shall we stick with? We sticking with just the advanced suit for a little bit, or are we going to use one of these?
We'll stick with the advanced suit for a bit. It is, the original design suit for this game.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it a bit, so we'll keep this suit on for a bit.
All right. We'll see you guys for part 3 when we really start exploring and getting more tokens to craft more suits, I'd imagine. Do some busy work, I'd imagine.
We need Web Blossom before we do anything else.
Okay. We'll see you guys next time for more Spider-Man.
Goodbye.